let's talk about spiritual fractures, compound fractures. What I mean by that is that hurt we felt today, the reason why we felt it so intensely is because it goes back to hurts in the past that we have not allowed God to heal us from. Unknowingly, sometimes. Sometimes we're not even aware that we're still carrying this hurt deep down inside of us. And so when person B, C, or D comes along in any aspect of our life and we experience hurt or trauma, let's just say trauma, because we have a compound fracture, we feel the impact of it so intensely because past trauma has not been healed. And God wanted me to inform you, because he told me first about mine, that he just want us to acknowledge it. We ain't got to go through no long, drawn out ritual and burn no candles and have no, if you will, be careful, seance to try to get rid of old hurts and wounds from the past that have been brought to our attention. God just wants us to acknowledge them and then yield them. Lord, I see what you're saying. Lord, because guess what? We already fasting. If we not, we should be. We're already praying. We already living a consecrated life, whereas God is pleased with the way we carry ourselves on a day-to-day basis. Now, that doesn't mean it's not room for improvement. There's always room for improvement. But what I'm saying is, God just wants us to acknowledge the compound fractures that he is bringing into our lives so that we'll stop beating up on ourselves like, wow, why did that impact me so greatly? Well, it wasn't what happened today. It was what happened 10, 5, 3, 4, 2, a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 weeks, whenever. It was something that happened in the past that resonated with this pain or this trauma that you experience right now. And that's why it was so intense. And God is coming for the compound fractures. I had a woman of God share with me how God told her she had a hairline fracture, which is, a hairline fracture, you almost can't detect it. Sometimes we got these itty bitty little things that they springing up and troubling us. They springing up and troubling us. They springing up and troubling us. Take them to the Lord in prayer. You feel like your prayer is not working. Hopefully you got a pastor. Hopefully even in times like this, you have not broke your relationship or have not kept your relationship current with your pastor. If not, there has got to be someone that you have confidence in that you can get prayer from. Do whatever you got to do. Use the resources, your life coach, your psychologist, whatever you need to do to get the healing that you need from these hairline fractures. Some of us got some hairline fractures that are causing us present day trauma, hurt, disappointment. You ain't so worked up about yesterday's disappointment. It's the disappointment from 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. Disappointment after disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. And so when today's disappointment happens, you like, I'm going to lose my mind up in here, up in here. But it's not what happened today. It's the compound fracture. Or, God, why did I react so intensely behind that little bitty thing? That's that hairline fracture that God is trying to make you aware of. And all he wants us to do is acknowledge